on to the creative portion of the night. All you're gonna need for this is a couple pieces of printer paper, maybe like 2 or 3, and then also some form of pen or pencil. You're gonna need 2 things that can create lines on paper, or write or draw or whatever. They can be the same color, they can be different colors, whatever you want. I'm a crafty little nerd, so I'm gonna break out my markers that I have, and we'll get started. So the first one that I bookmarked, there's a lot of really good things in here. I was kind of thinking about starting a series where we just do these art practices, if that's of interest to you. Love to know about that. I'll put it on hold for now, though. So the first one that I bookmarked is called Hand Drawing 1, and the reason that I picked this one is because it's more about the act of doing than it is about the end result, and I think that applies to both of the activities that we're going to do tonight. So just remember that if something that you made doesn't look super perfect and wonderful and exactly the way that you want it, that's okay, because it's printer paper, you can get more. So this is about the act of doing. So if you have 2 markers, I'm going to choose 2 different ones because I think it's kind of fun to see the difference. I'm going to choose a pink and a blue because I like those colors. I like a lot of colors though. Okay, so we've got pink and we've got blue. You can pick whatever colors your heart desires. This says procedure. That sounds really like I don't know. I just think that's funny. It's not a word that we use in art a lot. Procedures are not usually a part of drawing. Draw with 2 hands at once. Okay, that's it. That's the whole thing. Do it. Go for it. Test it out. Draw with 2 hands at once. See how it goes. So I'm going to take my markers. I'm going to use the bigger end so that I can see it better. I can show you guys later. And I am very strongly right-handed, so we're going to see how this goes. If you're ambidextrous, congratulations, you're super cool. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just, ooh. Just give it like 10 more seconds here. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I did it. I drew with 2 hands. Okay. And now we're gonna clap for ourselves. Yay, we did it! Just because I think that honoring the fact that we tried something new is important. Here's what I got. Here is my beautiful 2-handed drawing. What did I notice? So the questions for exploration are, what reaction did you have while engaging in this exercise? So think about that. What reaction did you have? Was it easy or difficult? Strange or uncomfortable? Or maybe it was really nice. Maybe you really liked it. Maybe it was super comfortable. I don't know. I think for majority of people, it's probably not. Did you create a specific image or an abstract design? I think maybe this counts as abstract. Definitely not specific. What theme, ideas, or meaning do you notice in your artwork? I'm going to put that one on pause and come back to that. And how does it feel to think outside of the box? So I think the first thing that I noticed, in all honesty, when I was doing this was I had a hard time keeping the paper still because I was drawing with both hands, and usually I keep the paper still with one hand and I draw with the other hand. And so I found it really challenging to make sure that the paper wasn't moving with my pens. I guess there was no reason that the paper couldn't move because I wasn't trying to draw something specific. I felt a little bit overwhelmed when I picked up both pens at once and I started to do this because I'm not used to drawing with my left hand, although I'm fairly confident drawing with my right. So I chose to go for something more abstract and more just like feeling how it goes and seeing what happens. I think that was really interesting. I think another thing that's really fascinating about that is we can train our brain to do quite a lot. And so the fact is that I just don't use my right hand very much unless it's for stability. So I use my right hand for stability and I use my left hand for stability because I'm right-handed, and then I use my right hand to draw. So I think it might be interesting if I try to draw more often with my left hand, just to give my brain something new and different to try. And I wonder if that would help over time with other things. Like, have you ever tried to eat with your non-dominant hand? It's so difficult. You think it's going to be easy, and it's totally not. So giving yourself little opportunities to try something super interesting and new can be a really good way to explore life.